So let's get right to it. To me, perfection is overrated. What do we see today in most lenses that are reviewed? Instagram, Facebook photos. We see a lot of perfection, right? People looking for that holy grail of sharpness, of detail, of corner to corner perfection in a lens. But life is not perfect. People are not perfect. Our subjects that we photograph are never perfect. So why do we search for perfection in our glass, right? I have been a longtime fan of lenses that have character, that have soul, that have emotion and beauty, that have glow and warmth, that offer a not so perfect rendering of the world around us and the people around us, right? To me, life is about soaking it all in, to see what's important in life, to realize what's not important in life. And perfection in a lens, to me, is not important in life. Again, I prefer beauty, warmth, character, an organic vibe, an ethereal feel. Today I want to talk about a lens that's new from Voigtlander as of September 2021. It is the Voigtlander Helior 50mm f1.5 Classic. It's a Heliar Classic because if I had a time machine and I took this lens with me and I approached photographers in, say, 1965, I could convince them that this was a new production lens off the production line in 1965. This lens is about classic beauty, about classic glow, and about some of the most unique and beautiful bokeh you may ever see in a lens. I put this lens in the dream lens category, something like the Canon dream lens, the Noct Nikkor 58 f1.2, the Leica Noctilux, for example, the 50 f1.2 that I just reviewed on this channel. This lens belongs in the same categories. It's a character lens, a beauty lens, a dream lens. In fact, I'm dubbing this lens the Dream Queen. It has a way of rendering things with beauty and glow and a surreal nature. It makes you see things how you can't see them in real life, and you will not see them this way with any other lens currently in production. One of the beauties of this lens is it's brand new. You can buy it with a warranty. It's made in Japan. It's small, it's jewel-like. It's an M-mount lens. It's manual focus. It can be shot on an M camera or a mirrorless via an adapter. Comes in at $849 brand new. That's pretty awesome because that's a great price for a made in Japan classic lens like this that'll take you back to those times when photography was never stale or was never boring, right? I enjoy looking at images from the 1960s. They all have a special appeal to me. They have a beauty, they have a glow. They have that different kind of bokeh. Sometimes it's swirly, sometimes it's dramatic, sometimes it speaks to the heart. That's exactly what this lens is like. And you may ask, well, how does it compare to that $8,500 Noctilux double spherical, right? Here's an image taken with the Noctilux. As you can see, the extreme depth, the really creamy background, the surreal look. And that's what the Noctilux draws like. Now, the Helior here is a totally different look, but it's still dreamy, it's still creamy, and it offers something that's a little different. You're looking at one lens here is $850, the other is 10 times more, $8,500. The Voigtlander is no less beautiful than that Noctilux. It's a different kind of beautiful. You're not going to want to shoot a landscape with this lens. You're not going to want to do a photo shoot for a model shoot for a magazine with this lens. This is a lens you put in your kit and you use from time to time to mix up your portfolio a bit, to say, look at this beautiful image. And people will say, how did you do that image? It's all in this little lens, of course, the photographer as well. But it adds style and substance and uniqueness to your portfolio. Again, it's not an everyday lens because a lens like this is meant to shoot wide open at f1.5, where you will see the beauty of the lens. You could stop it down to f4 and it'll sharpen up a bit, but this lens will never be like a Summicron. It's never going to give you that sharpness across the frame and that just sharp pop, crisp contrast kind of look. This is more of a medium contrast lens. I'd say low to medium contrast lens. But it's just one of those that is surreal. because it adds a surreal beauty to whatever you photograph with it. It would be great to add into a kit if you're a wedding shooter, to take 2 or 3 shots with this lens and throw it in there to see what the clients think of it, right? This lens came to me from the Voigtlander USA distributor, Stephen Gandy, over at Camera Quest. I think he knows I love character lenses, so I actually placed my deposit for this lens when it came out because I was excited about it, and it came in the other day. I've been shooting with it on the Leica SL2S just around the property here. The Voigtlander Helior 51.5 is small and tiny. It's single coated, so it's not multi-coated. It doesn't have any of those fancy coatings that's going to fix, you know, flare or any of these little faults that pop up, because this lens is about exposing some of those faults, which in turn add to the beauty and uniqueness of the image. So I've been sharing images in this video taken with this lens. They were all shot wide open at f1.5, again on the Leica SL2S. So another great thing about this lens is you can set your camera to black and white or monochrome. This is a great lens for black and white photography, because back in the day, in the 60s, photography mostly was black and white, right? And there's a beauty to those images. There's something unique and different when we look back at that time and that era. And this is a lens that recreates that look. And at only 850 bucks, I mean, it's worth to have in your kit if you're drawn to character type of lenses. It's one of the coolest character lenses I've come across, and one of the most inexpensive, but it's built really well. It's a little jewel-like lens. It's small, it's tiny, smooth to focus. The aperture ring is smooth but firm at the same time. It locks into place nicely. Comes with a metal hood, a big metal cap, a regular cap, and of course the cap for the bottom. This is a great buy at 850 bucks and a great lens to add to your kit. So if you enjoyed this, I thank you for watching. Thumbs up and subscribe. I'll have more on the way, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.